everybody, and welcome. Michelle will be joining us in just 1 minute. But before she does, I want to tell you to get out a pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes. Because on this broadcast, you will discover how to get pregnant naturally. Today, we will be joined by the one and only Michelle, aka Miss Fertility Freak Tillman. Michelle is a faith-based fertility coach serving couples who want to give a holistic approach to their fertility before medical treatments and procedures are completed. She was recently a Resolve 2022 advocate with South Carolina Congressman to bring awareness of infertility to the local government and to leverage her influence in the community. Michelle is an in-demand coach who has been able to connect with hundreds and thousands of women through her viral miracle pregnancy announcements and tips online. Everyone, please help me welcome Michelle, Miss Fertility Freak Tillman.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you taking the time out because guess what? If you're here tonight on Memorial Day weekend, if you are here this weekend, taking the time out, I want to say thank you. I appreciate that you are so committed to this process, that you are so committed to getting your miracle baby, that you are willing to be in this place. And I don't take that for granted. So first, before we get started, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. So if you can hear me, can you drop it in the Q&A for me and just say, yes, I can hear you. That way I'm making sure that you guys can hear me before I keep going. Drop it in the Q&A for me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, Kawana says yes. Ashley says yes. Shayna says yes. Okay, great. All right, so y'all can hear me. Good, perfect. Okay, so if you see me looking to the side, I'm looking at my notes. I want to make sure I'm covering everything that I want to share with you tonight. So first things first, I want to make sure I have your full attention. So go ahead, take your phone out. Go ahead, put it on silent. Yes. Okay, great. All right. Hey, let me follow my own rules. Put it on silent, put your phones on silent, put it on mute, get off of Instagram, get off of TikTok, all that stuff. Even though you probably found me there, I want you to pay attention because I want you to take notes. I want to make sure that you know that you can leave here with some great takeaways on what you need to do to get pregnant naturally, okay? But icebreaker, spoiler alert, I'm also going to be trying to get you into the My Baby Boot Camp, okay? Let's just go ahead and put that out there. I want you to know that this is about teaching you and showing you how you can take the next step so that you can get pregnant naturally and so that I can help you along with that journey. All right, so let's start by putting in a Q&A. I want you to drop it for me. Tell me where you are tuning in from and what you're drinking. I'm drinking one of these sparkling waters. So I'd use these like if I already ate what I'm eating for the day and my stomach is still trying to tell me you want a little something else. I just drink my little sparkling water. It calms the stomach down. Tell me where you are tuning in from and what are you sipping on? And while you do that, I'm gonna get my screen together. I'm looking for the Q&A. All right, I see Ashley has water. Okay. Jamaica has some red wine. Okay. I see you. Tawana says she's from Houston and she's got water. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm glad you guys are relaxed, getting what you need. Thank you so much for Participating. Now, this is going to be a participation thing. So you're going to have to be, I'm going to need your, feel your energy. I need you to tell me you're here. I need you to interact with me. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is for you. This masterclass is for you if you have had some trouble getting pregnant, but you don't know where to start. Okay. Or B, to fix it, you've tried a couple things to get pregnant, but it hasn't been working. Or C, you have a diagnosis, but you don't have any plan to improve it without any type of medical intervention that might cost you thousands of dollars. So drop it in the Q&A for me. Are you A, B, or C? Are you A, B, or C? Okay, I see an A. I see a all three. I see a B. I see an A. I see a C. Good, good, good. Okay, so tonight you are going to discover boosting your fertility with faith-based practices, accelerating your body's ability to get pregnant with nutrition and supplementation, basal body temperature taking for an accurate assessment of your cycle, and your body's natural power unlocked with holistic implementation. So let's start off by letting you know it's not your fault, because nobody showed you the right way. When you were in middle school or high school, whenever they taught you like sex ed and they just said, don't get pregnant. Nobody told you like, no, there's really only 5 days in the whole month that you could even get pregnant. They just told you don't get pregnant and get on birth control, right? Nobody like broke it down to you and told you this is the right way to have a baby, or you would never even imagine in middle school that as a grown adult now that you would have any trouble getting pregnant. And it's not your fault because nobody explains this to you. Nobody shows you the right way. Most people are actually doing this the wrong way. And you might have some information, but you're not applying it correctly. You may have the information, but you may not be applying it correctly. And there's always a piece of the puzzle that's missing from your knowledge. Like I always tell people this, you are like a few little puzzle pieces away from having your perfect picture of being able to have your miracle baby. It's just a few pieces that you might be missing. But that all ends today. So let's just play for a second that you have a wand and you could just wave your magic wand. And then boom, poof. What happens if you wave your wand? You are a master of your cycle and you know exactly what it is telling you to do. You easily get pregnant. Wouldn't that be amazing to just easily get pregnant? Like, ooh, look at me, pregnant, right? And outcome number 3, you get to show off your adorable little baby. This is my baby girl. She's 3 now, but I love this picture of her. And you want to be able to show off your adorable little miracle baby as well. You see, I get it. I will never forget the day that me and my husband, we got this prophetic word. You see, we had a church service and this was my pastor and we were getting prayed over, and it wasn't him, but it was another person at the service who came up to us and they were like, God told me that you're going to be pregnant and it's going to be next month. You'll be pregnant and it's going to be a boy. And I'm like, oh my God, pregnant. I'm going to be pregnant and it's going to be a boy. And I'm all excited. I'm like hyped up, like, thank you, Jesus. And then it's July 4th. We're getting ready to head to a cookout. And literally, as I'm getting in the car and we're pulling off, driving up the road, my period comes on. And for that moment, I was so mad at God. I was like, what is going on? Because I heard this word. I was prophesied to. They told me that I was going to be pregnant. So like, how is it now that I'm not pregnant? How is it now that my period is coming on? Like, I was so distraught. I was so depressed. I was crying. And so we literally turned back around and went home. I just told my husband, I just can't today. Like, I can't do people today. I just need to go home and just lay in the bed. And that day, like, stuck in my head because it was the time where I was the most frustrated and with God and with what was happening. And I was just sick and tired of waiting. And so I'm like, okay, we need to get back to work. And so we went and got my husband's sperm tested again. And so if you go look at that little side on the right, that's like the little collection room that they send the men in so they can get a collection from them. And so he had to get his semen tested again. And so he got the results and they were worse than the first time. So when you go back, you're thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe it's going to get a little better. We've been doing a little something here. We've been changing little things here and there. Like, it should be better. But no, it got worse. And the doctor's just like, I mean, I don't see how, you guys are going to get pregnant. I mean, based on your age, based on your weight, based on his semen, I got undiagnosed endometriosis. I'm over 35. He's just like, how's this going to happen? And so we were thinking about this whole time that, we were praying for a miracle, but we never really changed much. We were praying for our miracle, but never really changed much. Something had to change if we wanted to get our miracle baby. And so that is where we got our breakthrough. We realized that after weeks of going through researching all the things that we need to do and looking at stuff online and looking at case studies and using ovulation strips. And we were like, wait a minute, we have so many factors going against us. Like, we can't do what everybody else is doing. I mean, I know there's people who close their eyes and they get pregnant, or somebody touch their shoulder and they get pregnant and they pregnant on accident, but that wasn't our story. So we realized we had to do something different. We cannot do what everyone else is doing and think that was going to result in a pregnancy. And so we made changes. And this is what my life looks like now. This is a picture of me and my husband and my daughter at her first birthday party. And then also on the right is my daughter when I got to tell her that I was pregnant with her now 5-month-old brother. And both of those moments were just so surreal to me because I just never thought like, oh, this is actually going to be my story. Like, I'm actually going to be able to become a mother. And so some of you probably are like, okay, well, that's cute. I like your story. Okay, thank you. But why are you teaching this? Why are you taking the time out to, put this together? Why did you even start doing this? Like, who are you? Like, what is this all for? And so I want you to know that I can't help but think how many people are like me who spent years, like literally years, trying to get pregnant, trying to like Google everything and put it together and try to be like, okay, well, they said do this. They said put your legs up. They said take the Geritol. They said take this, take that, and this is going to make me pregnant, doing all the things and not getting pregnant and getting frustrated and being depressed and being angry at God and being like feeling like less than a woman. Like, I just want to give my husband a baby. And what is going on with me? What is wrong with me? Like, I did things right. I'm a good person. It's like, it's crackheads on the street who get pregnant. It's people who don't want their kids. Like, why do I have to go through this? And I wished that I had a woman of faith who could have told me, hold on, God's got you, but here's some things you need to be doing in addition to that. I wish someone had laid that blueprint out for me. I wish someone had given me the cheat code, shameless plug to my book, The Fertility Cheat Code. I wish someone had just said, these are some things that you can start doing right now. This is going to make a huge difference. This is going to get you pregnant faster. I wish there would have been a me in my journey 5 years ago. And so that's why I'm teaching this, because I know there are women who are just like I was 5 years ago, trying to figure this thing out, trying to put all the pieces together and just wanting someone to help walk them through it. So today, you are going to discover how to finally get pregnant without having to undergo IVF. So let's clear this up. The elephant in the room, right? You may already know a ton of fertility hacks, right? You probably are like, well, girl, I already know this. I know to do this. I know when to have sex. I know when to do this. I know when to not do that. I know I need to be eating like this. I know all the things. Okay, well, sis, elephant in the room is that you know all the things, right? But if you were doing everything right, and if you weren't missing a piece to the puzzle, then you would already be pregnant and you would already have your miracle baby. You wouldn't be on this if you had all the answers already, right? So let's be real. There's something that's missing. And that's the elephant in the room, because some of us think we know everything and we don't need help. But if you didn't need help, you wouldn't be there. God divinely put you in this moment because you do need help, and he's sending help. It's just, will you answer the call to the help that you have been presented? That's the elephant in the room. You know a lot of stuff, but you're still missing something. And so that's what I'm here for. So, do you want to get pregnant without having to undergo IVF? Drop in the Q&A right now. I'm in if you're ready. If you're ready to keep going, I'm in. I need you to drop. I'm in. I'm in. Drop it in the Q&A. Okay, Ashley says, I'm in. Kiwana says, if I'm saying your name right, it says, I'm in. Okay, Jamaica says, I'm in. All right, I got 3, so I'm going to keep going. They in, all right? They in, so I'm going to keep going. All right, so here's what we're going to discuss. Boosting your fertility with faith-based practices, accelerating your body's ability to get pregnant with nutrition and supplementation, basal body temperature for your accurate assessment of your cycle, and your body's natural power unlocked with holistic implementation. And how are we going to do that? With the baby formula, y'all, how to finally get pregnant without having to undergo IVF. So you're going to boost your fertility with faith-based practices. You're going to accelerate your body's ability to get pregnant with nutrition and supplementation. You're going to use your basal body temperature for accurate assessment of your cycle, and your body's natural power is going to be unlocked with holistic implementation. So B, boost your fertility with faith-based practices. What does that mean? It means you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to declare. You're going to have to journal, and you're going to have to envision. And so what does this mean? It means that you need to ensure that you are spiritually ready for this journey that you're going to take, because your mindset affects what your body manifests. Let me say that again. Your mindset affects what your body manifests. So I want to make sure you know that is the number one part that we have got to address and we cannot overlook, okay? Me and my daughter here, I was trying to get pregnant with my second child, right? This is my daughter, Gracie, she's 3. And so I did all the steps, like everything I did to get pregnant. When I was trying to get pregnant with my son, who's now 5 months, I was trying to get pregnant with him. I was like, okay, well, I'm doing all the steps that I did to get pregnant with my daughter. Like, okay, God, what's going on? Like, I should know how to do this by now. I'm trying to get pregnant again with my son. And so I realized that I did all the steps except the faith-based part. I did everything but that. And so I remember I had this dream, y'all. It was so crazy. We was on a vacation. We was going to a hotel that I used to stay at frequently because of my job. And so I was like, VIP, everybody knew me there, right? And so I check in the hotel. We had a great time. We're getting ready to leave. And so, you know how you pay whatever you have left, on your way out. And so I'm leaving out. And then all these men in black like come up to me and they're like, excuse me, ma'am, are you Michelle Tolman? And I was like, yeah. And they said, you can't leave here until you pay $50,000 or we're going to take you to jail. I was like, huh? $50,000? Like, we only stayed a few nights. Like, what? The math ain't mathing. Like, what are you saying? And so they were like, well, don't you work for XYZ? And I was like, no, I don't even work there no more. You got the wrong person. They were like, no, but you're the representative we have on file. So you can't leave until you pay this $50,000 or we're taking you to jail. And so then I just woke up and I was like, God, what does that dream mean? That they telling me I don't pay for this and I'm going to jail and I don't even work there more. Why am I still even thinking about this? I ain't worked there in a year. Like, God, why am I still thinking about this? Like, what does this dream even mean? And I felt like God was telling me, he said, if you don't forgive them, you have to pay for it, not them. If you don't forgive them, you are going to be the one who has to pay for it. Your body is going to be affected. So I was like, oh my goodness, God, thank you for that. I didn't even realize that I had not forgiven my past managers for things that happened when I was working there. I had no idea that I even had anything in me that was still unforgiveness. So knowing that unforgiveness was blocking me moving forward in my body, in my pregnancy, for a place I hadn't worked at in a year. And literally the month after I said, God, I don't know what it is that I haven't forgiven, but I release it right now. A month later, I was pregnant with my son. You can't tell me that the faith and the forgiveness don't have nothing to do with God releasing your miracles. So the next thing we're going to touch on is accelerating your body's ability to get pregnant with nutrition and supplementation. You're going to get test results that are going to tell you exactly what supplements and lifestyle changes that you have to make to be able to get pregnant. We just did, I have a client who had PCOS and she hadn't had her period in months. And after getting her test results, she immediately implemented the changes and her period returned in a few weeks. And we just did a 21-day challenge. We just finished it. Actually, today's the last day, a 21-day fertility food challenge for all of my clients. And this is their second time doing it. 2 of my clients who used to have painful periods, like bad pain and cramps and bloating, they were like, I don't have that anymore. I didn't even know my period was coming because I didn't even have that anymore. And that's an example of how changing your food is going to shift your body and it's going to be preparing your body to get in optimal condition to get pregnant. And you're probably like, well, why are you telling us all this? Because these examples matter, because it shows you that sometimes the smallest little changes make the biggest difference in your fertility journey. All right. So the next thing that we work on is taking your basal body temperature for accurate assessment of your cycle. We're going to learn to pinpoint ovulation. You're going to know the length of your luteal phase, which is the second half of your period, knowing the length of your follicular phase, which is the first half of your period, understanding what your basal body chart is saying about your body. Okay. Because a lot of people don't realize that there is a conversation happening, whether you recognize it or not. Your body is talking to you. You just got to know how to understand what it's saying by having someone walk you through. This is what this means. When your period is this long, this is what it means. This is what this hormone deficiency looks like. Or we need to make sure your ovulation is a little bit further back. Whatever it might be, your body is talking. You have to learn how to listen to what your body is saying. Okay. Because for years, for example, for me, I was following an app that told me to have sex on cycle day 14 when my body doesn't even ovulate until cycle day 18. I was literally missing it every single month and not realizing it because I was following an ovulation strip, which some people's bodies don't show the hormone the same time as others. So you could be taking ovulation strips thinking you're doing something, and really you're still missing your window every single month. And this matters because most of you have been trying for years already, and you don't have time to waste. Like nobody you wasting months because you're missing the time frame is like absolutely ridiculous when there's a way that you can know exactly when you're supposed to be ovulating. So the last thing that we touch on is your body's natural power unlocked with holistic implementation. There are non-invasive practices that can transform your womb to be baby ready. You don't have to get a surgery that your doctor is telling you, you got to have this surgery to get pregnant. If anyone's rushing you into a surgery, that's already like, hold on, why are you rushing me? Unless this is life-threatening, right? Okay, so there's non-invasive things that you can do that can transform your womb to be baby ready. Shantania, she added one of our holistic practices to her regimen, and her fibroids literally just fell out within 90 days. I have another client, Takoya, who's been working with me for several months, and her fibroids have shrunk down to where she only has half of the ones that she started with. I'm telling you, these holistic practices work, and it all works in coordination with all the things that you need to be doing and that I'm going to walk you through. And if you've already had a fibroid or endometriosis surgery, you want to at least protect that investment, because you don't want the issues to keep coming back. You already paid to have it removed, or you paid to have, anything changed or fixed in your body. Protect your investment by doing the work to keep it up. So, do you finally want to get pregnant without having to undergo IVF? If so, type yes in the Q&A box right now. And everyone on YouTube, you can type yes in the live chat. Type it there for me if you are ready to know. I got a yes from Kiwana. I got a yes from Ashley. I got a yes from Jamaica. All right, so here we go. I want you to get pregnant, just like Tiara. She had recurrent miscarriages. I'm talking about she miscarried over and over again. And so when we started working together, she was like, my doctors just tell me to try again. They don't give me any answers. They don't tell me, anything I should do different. And so they just told me, try again. And so she was sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is her baby boy, who was just born this month. And so if you want to read some more about me, go to my Facebook page and you can see some of the reviews that my clients have left. Everyone hasn't left a review, but there are a few that you can scroll through so you can see this is for real. And so her baby was actually born one day before my birthday, which is so cool. I was like, dang it, you could have held him in one more day so he could have my birthday. We could have been celebrating together. But yes, I wanted to share her because some of you have had multiple repeat miscarriages. And so you're wondering, is it possible for you? Yes, it is. And then there's Courtney. Oh my goodness, Courtney, she really just needed to take different supplements and eat a little different. And I forgot that she was even working with me because we didn't even talk much. And so I'm like, wait, you have the baby girl. This baby was born in April. So I have a May baby and then I have an April baby from Courtney, and he is so handsome. And then Crystal, she had unexplained fertility, was trying for 3 years with her husband. And so she was really big on that forgiveness piece, y'all. That forgiveness point was so good. And she just announced in our Facebook group, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago. Well, May 15th, that's what it says there. May 15th is when she announced that she is pregnant. And so to have someone who has no reason, the doctor is saying there's no reason why you can't get pregnant. And for her to say, okay, I'm going to walk through this process anyway, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to find out what could be blocking me. And then she's pregnant. Like literally. And Crystal is one of the people who, when I say, are you going to do all the stuff I tell you to do? She's like, tell me all the things and I'll do it. And this is her result. So I'm so happy and excited for her and her husband. And then there's Nina. She was trying to conceive for over 12 months. Had a low ovarian reserve. Her husband had low sperm count. So that doctor was telling her, well, with y'all's two issues combined, there's no way that you're going to get pregnant naturally. And here she is now, pregnant naturally, and her baby is due next month. So she's probably going to have the baby anytime now. So I just wanted to share these different scenarios with you so you can know and you can see yourself in these women. You can see that there is absolute possibility no matter what you are currently dealing with. You can definitely get pregnant naturally without IVF and scary, expensive medical procedures. So you might be wondering, how can I get pregnant naturally without IVF? There's a slow way, and then there's the fast way. The slow way, and then there's the fast way. So the slow way is this. You're going to keep Googling and you're going to try to say, you know what? Okay, Michelle, thank you for telling me, but I'm not ready to get pregnant. I can wait another 5 years. No, okay, if that's you and you want to take your time, you don't want to get pregnant this year, you rather wait another 5-10 years to have your baby. Okay, that's fine. That's the slow way. You're gonna do it on your own, and you're gonna just use what you have and hope and pray that something happens different. Or the fast way is, I'm going to work with someone who has a track record of getting women pregnant, and I want to be next. That's the fast way. I'm going to literally give you the blueprint and the cheat code to what you need to be doing to get pregnant. And the fast way is here with the My Baby Boot Camp. What we've been talking about this whole time, how to finally get pregnant without having to undergo IVF. Who this is not for. If you would rather make excuses, if you are going to be the person who's like, oh, well, I don't want to do that part. Do I really have to do that part? Does that part really matter? I'm not the coach for you. Okay. If you are the person who is just going to be like, oh, well, I couldn't do this or I can't do that. And oh, I don't want to ask my husband. I don't want to, if that's you, or, oh, I don't know if I should pay or invest to learn about how to get pregnant. If you're like, wait a minute, if you are like not serious and you're going to make excuses, I'm not your coach. I'm the coach for the woman who says, I know you have the information. Give it to me and I'm going to do everything. Walk me through it. I need your number. I need to be able to text you when something's going down. I need the prayer that comes with all this. I need the community that comes with all this. So that's who this is for. It is not for the person who is making excuses. That is not going to be conducive to your miracle baby or my time. The My Baby Boot Camp is how to finally get pregnant without having to undergo IVF. So let's take a look. Boosting your fertility with faith-based practices to ensure that you are spiritually ready for this journey you're going to take, because your mindset, it manifests. It affects what your body manifests. Your mindset affects what your body manifests. And then you're going to accelerate your body's ability to get pregnant with nutrition and supplementation. And you're going to get the test results. I'm going to tell you exactly what tests to either ask your doctor for. We're going to order them on Amazon, whichever one you prefer, so that you'll know what supplements, you'll know what lifestyle changes that you have to make to be able to get pregnant. And then we're going to take your basal body temperature for accurate assessment of your cycle. You're going to pinpoint your ovulation so you can know the length of your luteal phase, know the length of your follicular phase, understanding what your basal body chart is saying about your body. And your body's natural power unlocked with holistic implementation. I'm going to tell you the same regimen that Shantania had so that your fibroids can fall out, so that it can shrink and not affect your ability to get and stay pregnant. So how do you finally get pregnant without having to undergo IVF? Here is what the program components are. You're going to get immediate access to the course portal. So as soon as you register tonight, you're going to get immediate access so you can start learning right now. You're going to get your personal pregnancy roadmap plan. We are going to hop on a call, just me and you, and we are going to map out, these are the things that you need to do. This is the big picture. I'm going to show you the big picture. This is the roadmap that you're going to take. And this is what I want to see you do over the next 4 weeks, because we want to get your body ready. This is what is going to change the game when you get your personal roadmap plan. Okay. And we'll schedule that call next Monday. And then you're going to get to be a part of the Fertility Food Challenge. Everything I do in the Fertility Faith Club, you are able to jump in when we do our food challenges, when we do our workouts. when we do our fast, when we just get together, and when we have fellowship, when we have our meetups, you have access to come to all of those things. All right. So if you're like, okay, well, I heard about your fertility faith club, but all that's included, you have access to that for a whole year when you're in this program. Okay. And then you're going to also get all the supplement list, the fertility checklist, the food list, every little cheat sheet that I have, you got. Okay. You're going to get a copy of all those things. And you're going to also have access to the private Facebook group. So you might be in the public group, but you're not in the private group, where we talk specifically about more things in particular. And when we have specific meetings for my clients only, where we all get on, we pray, we cry, we ask questions, we get results. Okay. Plus, you're going to get my personal help. You can text me during my office hours and I'll answer your questions. Or if you're going to the doctor, you let me know. I'm praying for you while you're at the doctor, or if you need me to be on FaceTime, or if you need me to, whatever you need to do, I'm here to walk you through this. Okay. And then you'll get a course completion certificate. And really, the ultimate certificate is your miracle baby. That's what I'm trying to get everybody who's on here pregnant before the end of this year. That's my goal, before the end of this year. All right. So your private roadmap phone call, that is worth $697. So you can quickly know your personal roadmap to pregnancy with no period, fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, or even unexplained infertility. That's what your roadmap call. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you your roadmap based on where you start from. Right. Okay. So what are we doing here? The boost module is worth $497. The accelerate module is worth $997. The BBT module is worth $597. The power module, $397. The live Q&A that you're going to be getting every other week is worth $797. The fertility prayer and fasting group is worth $297. Your fertility roadmap is worth $697. The total value of this program is $4279. But what would this be worth to you? What would this be worth to you? If you knew that you would be holding your baby in your arms next year, if you knew that by the end of this year, you would be able to announce your pregnancy on social media, if that's what you decide to do, what would it be worth to you? If a month from now you start feeling better in your body and you just know pregnancy is on the horizon, when you start building your faith and you're having a walk with God where you hear him clearly and you know what's coming, what would that be worth to you? Because in this course, you're going to get everything in the My Baby Bootcamp. You get everything, not for $42.97, not for $14.97, but for only $124.25. That is the 4-pay price. And I have a URL for you, and I'm going to give you that link so that you can go ahead and get registered so we can plan our call for next Monday so you can get your personal roadmap. But before I do, I know some of y'all are like, okay, you putting a lot of pressure on us right now. Like, why do I feel like I'm feeling pressured? I am putting pressure on you because I'm telling you right now that your breakthrough is on the other side of you getting out your own way and knowing you're worth it. You are worth every penny. You don't have to sit here and think, oh, I don't know. No, you're worth it. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? You don't want to feel like less than a woman anymore. You're ready to give this birth to this baby. You want the information because you're going to carry it out. You're going to do all the things that I walk you through. You are worth the investment. And I know some of you are like, but I'm not ready. You're worth it. You're worth it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this link. Go ahead and type it in the chat. It's also a one-time investment of $497 if you don't want to do the 4-pay, but you can break it up. You're going to go to mybaby.fertilityfreak.com, and I'm going to throw it in the chat for you. All right, it's mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. And you can go straight there and you can go ahead and register, save your spot, and we'll have a phone call ready next Monday we'll schedule a time where we're going to get on and we're going to talk, and I'm going to find out about you. I'm going to know all of your history so that you can get a personalized plan. There's a lot of things out there that are just very general, right? But if you want a personal plan and personal accountability and coaching, then this is going to be for you. Okay. And I want you to know, in addition to this, you're going to get a 7-day money back guarantee. So from the day you purchase, you have 7 days to say, you know what? I don't know. But guess what? I'm not doing all this just for you to get your 7-day guarantee. This is to get you pregnant. So you have that there. But if you're hesitant and if you're not ready to do the work, then that's okay. Maybe one day you'll be ready. Maybe in 5-10 years, you'll be ready. But if you're ready now and you're like, no, I'm ready now. I'm ready to have my miracle baby now. I'm ready to get the information now. I'm ready to know my body now because I'm trying to get pregnant now. Then come on through. Imagine posting your pregnancy announcement on social media, finding your doctor, your doula, or your midwife, and holding your miracle baby in your arms. You can do all this. You can register at mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, if you need the payment plan, you got to scroll all the way to the bottom. It will, sorry, I'm trying to type it in the YouTube too. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, that's where the link is for the payment plan. So that's mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. And if you need that payment plan, go all the way to the bottom and click here for the 4 easy payments where it says click here. You scroll all the way down, it's going to say click here, right at the very bottom. That's how you get your payment plan. Okay, Jamaica is in. Welcome, Jamaica, to the Fertility Freak family. All right, Jamaica said she's ready to have her baby. She's ready to get pregnant. She's ready to be able to say in 2023, Memorial Day weekend, I took action and I'm ready to get pregnant. So congratulations, Jamaica. I'm so excited for you. So excited for you. You understand what your cycle is saying to you. Imagine you easily get pregnant. Imagine you are holding your baby in your arms. Oh, congratulations. Crystal is in. Welcome, Crystal, to the Fertility Freak family. All right. Now I have a fast action bonus for you. You're going to get this vision board 3-hour course, which is a create a faith-centered vision board that helps you fast track your pregnancy. This is going to be included. When you register today, this is going to be included. I'm going to throw this in for you because this is the actual vision board that I made, right? To get the year that I got pregnant. When I tell you walking through those steps to put your mind in the right place to get pregnant is so important. And you're also going to get the picture-proof accountability. Okay, so the daily Facebook group where we post our food in every month for the 21-day food challenges, you are going to have access to that group. And I give away a $100 gift card to the winner every single month. Right? So you can have the ability to get that $100 gift card by being consistent and posting your meals and showing that you're doing the work, right? So this is the picture proof part. All right. So if you have questions, you can text this number 803-470-6186 or drop it in the Q&A. And you are going to mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. mybaby.fertilityfreak.com. I want you to drop your questions in the Q&A. Let me know, like, what's keeping you? We got Jamaica in and Crystal in. Tell me what's got you on the fence. What are your questions? Drop your questions for me. I want to make sure that I know how I can help you. Drop it in the chat. Okay, so one of the questions is, some of the questions that I usually get are this: well, how long per week does it take me? How many hours per week is it going to take me to learn this information? Well, it's going to take you probably about 45 minutes per week. So you're going to read through and you're going to have your, once you get access to the course, you're going to have videos that you're watching that are going to give you the information that you need. So don't be thinking, oh God, I got to stay on here for hours trying to figure out like and understand everything. No, you've got 45 minutes, maybe an hour, 45 minutes where you're going to just watch, you're going to take notes, because you need to understand your body. You need to understand where you're at versus just, okay, just give me all the bullet points, which you can get the bullet points, right? But you need to know where you're at. Okay. Another question that I get sometime is, how long does it take for me to see results? Well, your body literally, God is so amazing. He made our bodies in a way where they regenerate every 90 days. So you making changes for 90 days, your body is going to literally regenerate. So your eggs, they're getting more healthy. You need to give yourself 90 days of making the changes. Even for your husbands, if they have a semen issue, they need to give themselves 90 days to really be implementing and seeing these changes. So knowing that 60 to 90 days, you're going to see a difference in your body within the first month of making changes, right? But 90 days is the full cycle of your body totally regenerating itself. So give yourself 90 days of following everything, doing everything that you're supposed to do, doing everything that I recommend. And that is how you're going to see the changes so that you can get pregnant and have that miracle baby. All right. Let's see what other questions I got. What if I have unexplained infertility? Well, that actually unexplained is probably like one of my specialties. Well, I have a lot of specialties, but I would say unexplained is the one that gets me so excited because a lot of times doctors say unexplained, but to me, it's just, no, you just haven't found the reason yet. It's not unexplained. There's a reason. There's always a reason. It's just, it may not have anything to do with your reproductive organs. So that's why we have to do holistic testing to really be able to see like, okay, what exactly is the holdup? What is the blockage? And so that's why I want you guys to know that even if you do have the PCOS or the endometriosis or the fibroids, we have regimens that are going to address your issues. And we're going to take the test and I'm going to walk you through what it looks like to get pregnant naturally, what the things and what the shiftings that you have to make to be able to get pregnant naturally. So thank you guys so much. I'll stay on for like 2 more minutes and let me just make sure I don't have any questions on YouTube. You can also drop your questions in the chat there. For those on YouTube, if you are on the fence and you're like, okay, I don't know, drop your questions. I want to make sure I can help you understand how I'm going to help you get pregnant naturally so you don't have to undergo IVF. So you don't have to have these scary medical procedures and be wondering like, oh my goodness, like, is that going to work for me? But what I want you to know is that I'm here to walk you through the process. I'm here to show you how you are literally only a few puzzle pieces away from being able to get pregnant naturally. So don't be scared. Don't be afraid to know that even if your doctors have told you all the craziness, like this is going on with your body, that's going on with your body, please know you are literally a few puzzle pieces from shifting your whole trajectory of your life and being able to have that baby that you desire. And it doesn't matter what your age. My oldest client is 51. 51. If you have a period every month, come on, let's work. If you have at least one of your tubes that are open, come on, let's work. You have to give your body a chance to show you what it's able to do. You have to give your body a chance to really heal and mend. And God has created our body so great that within a 90-day period, you can really shift and adjust everything in just 90 days. So we're about to be in June, July, August. you could easily be announcing your baby by the next cookout holiday. You could easily be announcing your baby by Labor Day weekend. We having a cookout probably tomorrow, people cooking out tomorrow. You could easily be announcing your baby by your Labor Day cookout, or by Thanksgiving, or by Christmas, depending on, of course, how long you're going to wait to announce. But just know that it's possible. It is absolutely possible. All right, guys. Well, I don't think I see any more questions. So thank y'all so much for being here this evening. I'm excited to work with you all. For those who have joined the family, make sure you check your emails once you register. And even for those watching the replay, once you register, you will get an email within a few hours max, and it will have all the information of how you access the course and the Facebook groups, and how we're going to set up your personal pregnancy roadmap phone call. And I'm excited to get to know y'all. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and y'all have a wonderful